Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Find, where we show you something you might have missed on Ancestry.com in 5 minutes or less. This is Anne Mitchell, and today I'm going to show you how to find hidden treasures in your state. Most of us start our search for our families using the census records. We can build a framework of when and where they lived. Once we know where they lived, then we can start to hunt out those hidden treasures, those data collections specific to a state that hold more data about our family. To get there, click on the Search tab in the navigation bar. Once you're on the search page, scroll down to the bottom. There, you will see a map. We've divided data collections up by countries and states. Let's look at a specific state. Let's use North Carolina. I can get there by either clicking on North Carolina in the map or down here on the link. Once you're on the North Carolina page, then you can start to look at the data collections. We've divided them up into categories. In the North Carolina Census and Voter List, you'll find censuses that pertain specifically to North Carolina. Now, you'll see the 1810 and some of the others. But what about the compiled census and census substitutes? This might be a good place for you to look for your families. Also, a little bit further down, you'll see birth, marriage, and death. What are the birth, marriage, and death records we have for the state? Military, immigration and travel, newspapers and publications, pictures. There aren't any pictures unique to North Carolina, at least not that Ancestry has. School directories and church histories, and so on. Make sure that you check out stories, memories, and histories. Finding family histories and local histories can fill you in on the details of what was going on at a certain place or time. Now we'll list these by number of records in the collection. So, if you look here at birth, marriage, and death, you see this birth index has almost 7 million records. But these are only the top 5. If you want an entire list, click on View All North Carolina Birth, Marriage, and Death. Then you will see the entire list. Some of these are quite small, but if they are about the location your ancestor lived in, they can be very useful. It's all about finding that missing piece of information. Notice this page is unique to North Carolina first, and then everything related to North Carolina. So the top part will be just North Carolina records. The bottom part will include other records, not just specific to North Carolina. Also look at our county pages. If you scroll down and look on the right, you'll see a list of all the counties for the state you're looking at. These are data collections specific to that county. You'll notice we have 29 for Mecklenburg and only 3 for Lincoln. If you then click on the link for that county, you'll be on the county data collection page. There's only 3 here, but you never know what you're going to find. And it may just be the collection that helps you break down that brick wall. If you don't look, you don't know. When you're on the state pages, make sure you also check out the History and Resources tabs. On the History tab, you'll find a brief history of North Carolina. It'll give you the state information in brief, interesting facts, and some featured collections, as well as some famous people. You might find something useful and interesting here. Also, on the Resources tab, you'll get an overview of what's important when you're researching that county. For instance, in North Carolina Vital Records, we discovered that the state began requiring birth and death registrations in March of 1913. This may explain why you're not finding certain records before 1913. So make sure you look at the whole page and all the information on it. This has been 5-Minute Find, Hidden Treasures in Your State with Anne Mitchell. I hope we've given you a new way to look for data collections for your ancestors. Happy searching!